Hello everyone, welcome to Boost Your Basic series. Today we are here with the topic radiopharmaceuticals. This topic will be divided into different parts, and now let's start with part 1 today. Radiopharmaceuticals. So as we know, there are various radioactive materials, radioactive tracers which are there, which we use in the pharmaceutical industries for the purpose of diagnosis, then for the purpose of treatment, या फिर prevention of disease or any disorder, right? Then we also make use of these radioactive tracers in the biosynthetic, for tracing out the biosynthetic pathways, correct? Then आपने और एक example सुना होगा iodine 131. Okay, this iodine 131 which is there is radioactive iodine and is used in the treatment of hyperthyroidism, okay, which may be due to the Graves disease or maybe due to the toxic nodular goiter. Okay, so ऐसे बहुत सारे examples आपने सुने होंगे. So in this particular topic, we will be dealing with various different types of applications of radiopharmaceuticals. Then we will also see the harmful effects caused by these radioactive materials on our body, okay, and many more things. So now let's start with the actual topic. Radiopharmaceuticals are the radioactive substances, right, which are used in the diagnosis, treatment, and for the prevention of disease or any disorders. So हम सबको atom का structure पता है, right? So let's revise the structure of atom. All of us know that in the middle there is a nucleus, okay, which contains the positively charged protons and chargeless neutrons, okay, and they are surrounded by these electrons, correct? So majority of the mass which is there is contained in the nucleus, and these electrons provide the exact chemical nature of an element. Now, what is atomic number? Atomic number is designated as Z, okay? So atomic number is nothing but number of protons which are present in the nucleus, okay? They remain constant, and it is a characteristic of a particular element. Now we will see the different examples of atomic number, okay? So you can see over here, the carbon is having atomic number 6. Phosphorus is having atomic number 15. Sodium is having atomic number 11. Okay, यहाँ पर ऐसा क्यों लिखा है that we will see in the next slide. Then mass number. Mass number is designated as X. It is the total number of protons and neutrons. Okay, it is nothing but, mass number is nothing but the sum of protons plus neutrons which are present in the nucleus. The atoms of particular element can have different mass number due to the variation in the number of neutrons. Okay, for example, अगर हमने कार्बन दिया, okay, यहाँ पर क्या बोला है कि atom of a particular element, okay, here we have taken the example of carbon. Carbon can have atomic mass number 12, okay, and 13 also, right? So this variation in mass number is due to the variation in the number of neutrons, okay? That's why one element, okay, same element can have different mass numbers. Now, what is nuclide? It is a particular species characterized by its atomic number and mass number, okay? आपने एक representation देखा होगा, A, यहाँ पर हम X लिखते हैं और यहाँ पर हम Z लिखते हैं, right? So what is this? This A is nothing but a chemical symbol of an element, okay? This X is our atomic mass or mass number, and this Z is our atomic number, okay? See, these are the examples. Carbon with atomic mass 12, atomic number 6, sodium with atomic mass 22, and atomic number 11. Isotopes. So what are isotopes? Isotopes are nuclide with the same atomic number but different mass number due to the different number of neutrons in the nucleus, okay? They have same atomic number, okay? All are carbons having atomic number 6, but their mass number which is there is differing, okay? And this is because of the variations in the neutrons. Then we have isobars, okay? This is completely opposite. That is, these are the atom of different elements having different atomic number but same mass number, okay? So you can see over here, carbon, which is having the atomic number 6, right? And the nitrogen, which is having atomic number 7, okay? So the atomic number is differing, but the mass number which is there is same, that is 14. Okay, those elements are called as isobars. Now note, the nuclei of elements having low atomic number are more stable if the number of neutron is equal to or slightly greater than the number of proton. Okay, आपको एक चीज याद रखनी है कि it is not necessary that there should be an equal number of protons and neutrons in the nucleus. Okay, ऐसा जरूरी नहीं है कि जो protons है और neutrons है वो equal हो. Okay, there can be a slight variations, but whenever there are huge variations or huge difference between protons and neutrons, that time the radioactivity sets in. Okay, to stabilize the nuclei. Okay, जब भी न्यूट्रॉन्स और प्रोटॉन्स में बहुत ज्यादा वेरिएशन होता है, ओके, बहुत ज्यादा डिफरेंस होता है, तब वो जो न्यूक्लियाई है वो अनस्टेबल होता है. ओके, एंड ड्यू टू दैट अनस्टेबलनेस व्हाट हैपेंस, द रेडियोएक्टिविटी सेट्स इन टू मेक दैट अनस्टेबल न्यूक्लियाई द स्टेबल वन. ओके, अगर स्लाइट वेरिएशन है, बहुत कम वेरिएशन है, then it's not a problem, but whenever there is a huge variation, then that radioactivity will take place to make the nuclei stable one. Okay, so if the number of neutron is less or significantly greater, 2 or more, then the proton and the nucleus is unstable. Okay, so see, if there is a huge variations between protons and neutrons, then there will be the radioactivity happening. Okay, unstable nuclei have an excess energy, and by emitting this energy in the form of particles or radiations, they achieve the stable structure. जो unstable nuclei है, okay, due to the huge variation, the unstable nuclei which is formed, okay, have excess of energy, and that excess of energy is emitted in the form of energy, okay, in the form of energy which are in the form of particles or in the form of radiations. Okay, this excess energy is released in the form of particles or radiations to achieve a stable structure. Okay, so what is radioactivity? Radioactivity is a spontaneous disintegration of the unstable nuclei, okay, with emission of radiations or the particles that results in the new nuclei which is a stable one. Radioisotopes or radionuclides. Okay, so these are the unstable nuclei and which undergo the nuclear changes in order to achieve the stability by emitting the radiations, and these are called as radioisotopes or radionuclides. So there are two types naturally occurring. Examples are 238 uranium and 226 radium, and artificially produced. Examples are 60 cobalt, 32 phosphorus, 131 iodine. Okay, so these are the examples of radioisotopes. Okay. Now we will see the various radioactive decay modes. Okay, so there are radioactive decay particles or charged particles. For example, we have alpha particles, beta particles, and gamma particles. Okay, so the emitted radiations from the radioactive isotopes in the form of charged particles, which are alpha particles. Okay, जो अल्फा डिके में जाएगा, जो एलिमेंट अल्फा डिके करेगा वो हमें अल्फा पार्टिकल्स देगा. ओके, अल्फा पार्टिकल्स रिलीज करेगा. द बीटा डिके will give us the beta particles, and the gamma decay will give us the gamma particles. Okay, these are the various radioactivity decay modes. Alpha particles or radiations. Okay, so you can see over here, this is an unstable nuclei which will undergo the radioactivity decay and will form a stable nuclei. Okay, and we will also get a alpha particle in the alpha decay mode. Okay, now this is an example over here. Okay, you can see over here uranium 235 which is there. Okay, uranium 235 is its atomic mass, 92 is its atomic number. This is an unstable and it will undergo the alpha decay, okay, to release alpha particle and to produce another new nuclei, okay, which is a thorium with atomic mass 231, atomic number 90. Okay, so this alpha particle is nothing but our helium atom. Okay, so आप यहाँ पर देख सकते हैं कि जो atomic mass है helium का वो है 4 and the atomic number which is there is 2. Okay, so we have to minus this from our parent nuclei. Okay, that is 235 minus 4 will be 231 and 92 minus 2 will be 90. Okay, we will get an alpha particle and the new nuclei. ऐसा बोलते हैं कि जो 210 एटॉमिक मास है, ओके, विच इज अ एटॉमिक मास ऑफ बिस्मथ, अगर कोई भी एलिमेंट का एटॉमिक मास इससे ज्यादा है और जो एटॉमिक नंबर 82 है, ओके, 82 इज अ एटॉमिक नंबर ऑफ लेड. ओके, सो अगर किसी भी एलिमेंट का एटॉमिक मास 210 से ज्यादा है और एटॉमिक नंबर 82 से ज्यादा है, then they are the alpha emitters. Okay, so then they will undergo the radioactivity, okay, radioactive decay until they generate a stable nuclei. They are equivalent to nuclear of helium atom. Okay, this alpha particle is nothing but our helium atom. They are heavy and positively charged, and the penetration power is few centimeters in air and fraction of millimeters in body tissue. Okay, the alpha is having very less penetrating power. They possess discrete energies, okay, typically of 4 millivolts. Then they have high ionizing power, and these alpha emitters which are there, okay, they are not used in pharmaceutical industries or pharmaceutical preparations. Okay, alpha emitters हम pharmaceutical preparations में use नहीं करते. Now we will see the beta particles or radiations. Okay, so in beta decay, okay, whenever the radioactivity decay mode is beta decay, that time we get a beta particles. Okay, here there can be two cases. We can get an electron and we can get a positron. Okay, so in the first case, what happens whenever there is a high ratio of neutron is to proton. Okay, neutron by proton का ratio अगर ज्यादा है, that means there is more number of neutrons which is present. Correct? So more number of neutrons which are there, okay, will be converted into protons. Okay, so whenever there will be a high ratio of this N by P, that is neutron by proton, that means we have more number of neutrons, and some of this neutron will be converted into protons, and to balance out the particular atom, the electrons will be released, or the beta particles which are there will be released. Okay, you can see over here in this particular examples, the beta particles which are there, okay, and electron are released, and along with that an anti-neutrino is also released. Okay, since we are converting the neutron to proton, we have to add over here Z plus 1. Okay, atomic number is nothing but a number of protons. Okay, that's why we have to add over here Z plus 1. Okay, you have to remember that there is no change in the atomic mass. Okay, it is constant. The change, what is changing over here is the atomic number. Okay, this is one case, and another case I will explain you shortly. Okay, and this is an example. Okay, you can see over here the carbon having atomic mass 14 and atomic number 6, okay, is undergoing the beta decay to produce the nitrogen having atomic mass 14, which is constant over here, but the atomic number which is there is increased by 1. Okay, and there is a release of beta particle. It has, this is one case. Okay, it has the same mass as an electron, approximately 1 by 1850 of a mass unit. Then it may be a negatively charged, that is negatron, or positively charged, that is positron. Okay, ये हमने example अभी देखा electron का. Okay, then this positron example I will discuss with you shortly. The former is most common. Okay, this particular which we have done now is very common. Okay, this electron or the beta particle release. The penetration power is few meters in air and about few centimeters in the body tissue. Okay, इसकी जो penetration power है वो alpha से थोड़ी ज्यादा है. Then ionization power is little less than the alpha particles. Okay, then it is having the maximum energy and the mean energy. Okay, a maximum energy is around 1.5 millivolts and mean energy is around 0.6 millivolts. Now from this particular diagram, you will understand it clearly. So this one we have already done. Okay, that is the beta particles that in the form of electrons or in the form of negative charge. Okay, और ये जो है second example वो है positron का. Okay, यहाँ पर क्या है case, जो हमारा proton है, न्यूट्रॉन बाय प्रोटॉन रेशियो है वो कम है. ओके, सो Here in this case, we have more number of protons with us, okay, which will be converted in the neutrons. Okay, the atom can't have the charged particles, okay. The atom cannot be charged, should not be charged, and that's why there is a release of this beta in the form of positron. Okay, बीटा पार्टिकल इन द फॉर्म ऑफ पॉजिट्रॉन. ओके, यहाँ पर ऑपोजिट केस है, आप यहाँ पर देख सकते हैं पॉजिट्रॉन न्यूट्रिनो. ओके, और यहाँ पर उल्टा होगा. यहाँ पर क्या हुआ था, जो हमारा एटॉमिक नंबर है वो +1 हुआ था, राइट. बट हियर इन दिस केस व्हाट विल हैपन, द एटॉमिक नंबर which is there will be decreased by 1. Okay, Z-1. First we were having the atomic number 6, but here we are having atomic number 5. Okay, this is proton. Protons means what? The atomic number, right? So यहाँ पर उल्टा होगा. In case of in electron or negatron, what is the case? There is Z+1 happening over here. Okay, and in case of beta plus decay or the positron, whenever the positron is released, that then it will be Z-1. And you have to remember that there is no change in the atomic mass, okay, of an atom. So this is a beta decay. Then gamma particles. Okay, so gamma particle which is there, or gamma particles are released when gamma decay occurs. Okay, so gamma decay which is there, okay, it is not an independent event like alpha or beta or decay. Okay, it will be accompanied by the another decay event. Like अगर कोई भी एटम अल्फा पार्टिकल अंडरगो मतलब वो अल्फा डिके में जा चुका है या फिर बीटा डिके में जा चुका है, एंड स्टिल इफ ही इज नॉट हैविंग अ स्टेबल न्यूक्लियाई, देन it will undergo the gamma decay. Okay, whenever there will be a metastable, okay, that is the partially excitable atom will be there, that time it will undergo the gamma decay. Okay, so alpha decay, beta decay are the independent ones, but whenever the atom, okay, after undergoing alpha or beta or any other modes of decay, okay, still if he is not that particular atom is not having the stable nuclei, that time it will undergo the gamma decay. Okay, so this is one example. Gamma radiations are similar to X-ray radiations. They are emitted from the nucleus, while X-rays are produced from electrons. Okay, जब भी electrons nucleus में capture होता है, that time the X-rays are released. Okay, but these gamma radiations are they are emitted from the nucleus itself. Okay, when it reacts with matter, it behaves as a discrete pack of energy, which are called as protons. It has no mass or charge and travels with speed of light. Okay, this is not protons. Okay, this is photons. It has no mass or charge and travels with speed of light. It has high penetration power. Okay, it has high penetration power and high energy rays can pass through the several feet of solid matter. Okay, जो penetration power है gamma particles की वो बहुत ज़्यादा है. Okay, then alpha and beta. Okay, so the penetration order will be alpha less than beta and less than gamma. Okay, so gamma is having the highest penetration power. Okay, gamma particles can have discrete energies typically of 2 millivolts. Okay, so this is the gamma decay. Now we will see a generalized picture of all the 3 decays. This is alpha decay. Okay, where the alpha particle is released. Okay, that is helium. Okay, that is in the form of alpha particle. Okay, you can see over here this is the unstable nuclei. We are getting a stable nuclei with okay, and with the release of alpha particle over here. Then this is a beta decay. Okay, in beta decay, whenever there will be electron or the beta minus released, okay, that time it will be Z+1. Whenever it will be a positron decay, okay, that time it will be Z-1. Correct? Then the parent which is there, which is an unstable one, okay, that time it will give rise to a stable nuclei and a beta particle, and this is a gamma emission which is there. Okay, so these are few this picture is a generalized one, okay, of all the 3 decays which we have learned. Okay, let's just revise. Alpha particle meaning we will have an alpha particle released. बीटा पार्टिकल, बीटा डिके 2 टाइप्स के होते हैं, पॉजिट्रॉन और नेगेट्रॉन. ओके, पॉजिट्रॉन में जो एटॉमिक नंबर है वो Z-1 होगा और नेगेट्रॉन में जो एटॉमिक नंबर है वो Z+1 होगा. करेक्ट. एंड गैमा एमिशंस, ओके, which will be accompanied by the alpha or beta or any other decay modes. Okay, whenever it will be a partially excited state or metastable state, that time the gamma emission will occur. Okay, so this is the generalized picture. Okay, and one mistake I did while saying, okay, wherever it is written M, capital M, small e and V, it is mega electron volt. Okay, I said milli electron volt. It is not milli electron volt. It is a mega electron volt. Okay. For example, there was one sentence: alpha particles possesses discrete energies typically of 4 mega electron volts. Okay. So please make this correction. It is mega electron volts. Okay. Yes, that's it for today. Next remaining things we will do in the next parts. Okay. Thank you.